Very nicely done.
It's taken, is it? Fair enough.
When I asked you about access to stage, Tom, you didn't warn me about the stairs getting down to the club, did you? That was interesting. How is everybody? You alright? Yeah. I'm sure you're all wondering what's happened to my foot. Yeah. Well, I'd like to say it was a story of heroicness. I think. That was meant to happen.
See for the mic stand.
What?
I can't see you for the mic stand. That's
There
better.
you go. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Has everyone got a 3D view of my face? Right, so I'll show you like to how it happened. I'd like to say it was heroic. Some old woman was getting mugged and I saved her and I fell over. It wasn't that. I'd like to say it was sports. I was doing MMA or football. It fucking definitely wasn't that. And you know what? It wasn't even accidental, as in I could get a claim out of it, like on the co-op floor without a wet floor sign. No, my son kicked his football onto the roof on Saturday night, and I couldn't reach the roof using 2 dustbins alone, which is stupid enough, I know. I'd like to bring in that I'd been drinking all afternoon.
Okay.
So I decided I'll get a step ladder. I balanced the step ladder on top of the wheelie bins and surely nothing could go fucking wrong. This is all the God's honest truth as well. Well, one thing led to another, and as I slammed into the floor, I smashed my heel against the floor, and according to the hospital, it's fractured in 2 places like a crunchy bar.
Oh.
I left it 2 days before I went to the hospital because I'm a man, and I figured it was just bruised, razzing about on my e-scooter like a little knobhead. Tuesday I finally went to the hospital. Went to minor injuries. Has anyone ever been there?
Yeah.
So I'm sat in reception for an hour at minor injuries, and I get the shout through, and they watch me hobble through. No support whatsoever. Take my shoe off, they look at it, oh, definitely looks a bit broken. Just walk round the corner to the x-ray so we can double check. Let's go hobble through to the x-ray. Hobble through for like into the scanning room for it. Still, legs hurting, no one's helped me, not even her. Would you like a hand, mate? I'd like to say that like 12 people have offered me a hand in here and we're in a pub. This is a hospital. Anyway, so I had the x-ray. Right, just walk back down the corridor, right round back to reception and we'll call you through. Brilliant. So again, hobbled round there. Finally get called in. They walk me the length of the ward. Then they tell me to go to the booth at the bottom end. And then they tell me that actually that booth's taken, so walk back to the end of the ward before lecturing me on waiting 2 days to get it into and telling me I shouldn't have put weight on it. And not to worry, we'll put a cast on it and call you a porter now. Oh, brilliant. Safe to say my son finds it fucking hilarious. Like, he's a demon child. When I fell off the bin, he was belly laughing, tears coming out of his eyes. When I went on the back garden the other day and realised I couldn't get back up the steps into the house, he wouldn't answer even though he could hear me because I'm tidying my room. First time in fucking months and I decided to do it now. So the neighbours' kids came round, didn't they? All 5 of them. All sat there laughing at me, crawling on my arse up the stairs to get back into the house. But I can't blame my son for how he is with me because I've been playing pranks on him since he was a kid. Like, what you won't know about my son, or some of you won't, some of you do know him, he was born with a horrible condition all over his head. Poor bastard was born ginger. And not just a bit ginger, I mean proper fucking ginger. But it's not true what they say, they don't all stink of piss. Them 2 at the back can vouch for that. Yeah, and there's other pranks I played on him as well. So, like for example, he used to have a thing about wobbling his teeth. when his teeth got wobbly, he'd sit and he'd pull in and he'd pull until it came out because he wanted money, because he's from Sheffield, he's entrepreneurial, old for no, do you know what I mean? Anyway, so I thought I'm going to teach this little bastard a lesson. So I made a fake tooth fairy, a fake dead tooth fairy, which sat in my drawers for a month until his next wobbly tooth. And the day it came out, I was like, yes! So before he goes to bed, we've wrapped it in tissue, put it under his pillow, gave him a kiss, lovingly, good night, son. And then I got to work. I got a ladder, I got 2 thick woolly socks so he didn't make a noise against the wall while I was climbing up to the outside of his window. I got cling film. I'd got vampire blood from the Halloween shop. And I got sellotape. Climbed up the ladder, giggling to myself, obviously when I could climb up a fucking ladder. And I stuck it to his window, and I made sure his window was shut. And I waited, I went to bed. About 5 o'clock the next morning, Daddy! Here we go, months of waiting, 10 minutes hard work, this is going to be class. Daddy! Fuck's sake. So I get up, I go in, what's up mate, what's up? And he's holding this bit of tissue with his tooth in it. He's going, there's no money. So I've been searching everywhere. I don't know what's going on. It's like, hold on a minute. Did you close your window last night before you went to bed? No. I opened the blinds. I said, it's fucking shut. Tooth fairy's dead up window liar. And what's that? I said, you selfish bastard. I said, you've ruined it for yourself. Every other kid got it. I said, you're done. There's a few other pranks I played as well, so when he was at nursery, they read him a book called There's a Crocodile Under My Bed. And that night he came home, imagination running wild, and he insisted there was a crocodile under his bed. So being the good loving father I am, I got down on my hands and knees. At this point I do usually get down and crawl, but I won't get back up. But I got down on my hands and knees, crawled under the bed, silence, put my arm under the bed. Ah! He shot out of that bed like Usain Bolt, straight down that corridor. Admittedly, my girlfriend at the time wasn't happy because it was 3 o'clock the next morning before he got back to sleep. But my favourite one I did yesterday. So he was at my parents' house yesterday, and he's been laughing at me as I said about my leg. And I knew he was coming back for 4:30. So at 4:20, just to give myself a bit of pushing time, I laid at the bottom of the stairs, crutches array, like, waiting for him to come through the door. He fucking screamed, he thought I was dead. He didn't think I'd feel bad, but he's a twat. Like, the other day, we were sat having dinner, obviously I'm on these. And I turned around and said something to him, and he made sure he was just out of reach of my crutches. Just out of reach. And he goes, carry on, Dad, I'll break your other fucking leg. Well, he didn't swear, I'll break your other leg. Swinging around the kitchen, he's dodging out of the way. Don't realise he's going to be sleeping in the garage later on, but you know. But yeah, that's me. I've been Matthew LOL. Thank you.